Hello kids, Fatty Smith Boy here. What you are watching here is a little instructional video on how to make your own weekly update videos, skate videos, porn if that's what you're into, but make sure you send me some of those, and stuff of that nature using simply filming and editing and uploading exclusively on your phone. I had a few people over the last few weeks ask me what it is that I use, like what programs am I using to edit, stuff like that. And it is simply using all of it, this wonderful piece of technology here. This phone in particular belongs to my wife because we are currently filming on my phone. So what I want to do is just take you step by step on how to create some videos for yourself. You want to make your own weekly updates, like I said, whatever you want to make. So, nothing to do but to get started. So let's do that. Okay, first and foremost, you got to have some clips to edit together to make your video. So that's what we're going to do here. What I'm going to do is take you step by step the process of how I make the weekly update video. If you're a welfare line member, you know what I'm talking about. If you're not on the welfare line, you're still going to get the idea. On my phone, what I do is I go to the settings app, okay, and I find airplane mode, and I turn airplane mode on. What that will do is that will prevent incoming phone calls and text messages from interrupting your videos, because there's nothing more frustrating than getting going into a clip and the phone rings and it interrupts everything, and now you got to start all over. So that's the first thing that I do. Second thing that I do is I open up, the photo, the camera app, I should say, on your phone. You may have noticed that I'm exclusively using an iPhone to show you this. Everything that I am showing you as far as apps and stuff are going to be iPhone specific. That's just because that's what I happen to own. It's not a fact of that I think iPhones are better than Androids or Androids are better than iPhones. That's a whole nother discussion. It's just that I'm using what I got. That's just how it works. So open up your camera, okay, and then you're going to want to slide it over to the video, and then you're going to want to turn it around so it's in selfie view, okay. See, selfie view. And one of the mistakes that a lot of people make is they hold their phone like this when they're filming. Don't hold your phone like that when you're filming, people. Please don't. Turn your phone sideways, okay? It gives you a much better view. It fills up, people are watching this on a computer or a laptop, it fills up their screen as opposed to having videos filmed this way and then there's like some black spot here and a black spot here. It just looks nicer this way. So do it that way, okay? Okay, next, what you're gonna wanna do, I don't have fancy tripods. What I have, this camera right here, this phone sitting on a stack of shoe boxes to where I can get my background framed in, I think in terms of what's gonna show up on the camera. So I make sure all my angles are correct, that I have from there to there. This is just what I do. And I also think about lighting at this point. In my particular bedroom in my house right now, to my left, there's a window, a lot of natural sunlight coming in, and overhead here is a light. So that kind of gives us some good lighting. There's not a whole lot of shadows that you can see, nothing too crazy. I don't have fancy light poles with those big umbrellas that spread light everywhere. This is all I got, and this is not set up on a tripod. Like I said, it is set up on some shoe boxes just to get the right height so that, you know, it just looks good. These are things you want to think about if you want your videos to kind of look relatively decent and professional. Alright, next, if you're going to edit anything, you're going to have clips to do it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to film some clips on my wife's phone so you guys can, and then we'll edit these later and you'll see what I'm talking about. So let's go ahead and get some of these filmed right now. They're not going to be real long clips, just long enough to like show the editing process and how that works. I'll take a minute here to there's my fancy tripod. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 shoe boxes, some random small boxes, and the phone, which you are watching me on right now. Okay, there's clip 1. Let's do another one. Alright, so here's clip 2. Just doing that general arm's length selfie pose, just to give you an idea of what, oh, what's that right there? Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and end that one. And let's do one more clip to give us something fun to edit. We'll do another selfie pose, because like I said, this is just for instructional purposes. And you guys can get an idea of what's going on. And we're gonna go ahead and end that right there. Okay, that's 3 clips. Now, let's get into editing. Okay, as I said in the beginning, for me in particular, I'm using specifically iPhone apps. Like I said before, I'm not getting down on the Androids. This is just what I have. If you happen to own an Android, you're gonna have to do some research and figure some of this stuff out for yourself. But on the iPhone, they have what's known as an iMovie app. Okay, I think on the newer iPhones that comes with the phone. If not, you can go into the App Store and download it for free. But let's open the app up, and it's opening. It's opening there. You can see my beautiful wife has already filmed one video. It's a previous video, but we want a new video. So you hit the add button. All right, it's going to give you 2 options: movie and trailer. The difference between these two is the movie app is an unlimited amount of time. It can be anywhere from 2 minutes to 2 hours, you know, the length that you want. The trailer app, all that does is creates like a traditional movie trailer, like commercials that you see. It has, it's fun to play with when you first download it, and I recommend that you do play with it. You can kind of get used to the app. I've used it on the very first weekly updates. If you remember that intro, that was like the news channel intro that was filmed on that. It's only a minute long. It throws in some stuff. It has music already in it. But we're more interested in the movie app. So let's go ahead and open that up. There it goes. All right, it's going to open up to that screen there. But what you're more concerned about down there is where it says create movie. Hit that. All right, there we go. Now you're ready to start editing your movie. All right, if you've gotten this far, that means you have some clips ready to go and you want to start the editing process. So what you want to do is you want to hit the plus button. All right, that's going to bring up a bunch of options. I go right to video. That's going to bring up various options of all the videos that you have on your phone. I generally hit all, and it'll show you obviously all the videos. Okay. And there you see the various clips that we have filmed for this, and we're going to drop one in. Let's put in this one. If you click on that, see that there? See the yellow thing? Gives you the option to play it. Some of these filmed right now. They're not going to be real long clips. Look familiar? Just long enough to like show the editing process and how that works. All right. Now, an interesting part of this is see the yellow box around that particular video. If you hold one side of it, it will allow you to adjust the length of the clip that you want, so you can go through and edit any stuff in that particular clip that maybe you don't want in the video. For this purpose, we're going to go ahead and just drop the whole thing in. Let's just pretend like we edited the part that we wanted. So you hit the plus, and boom, it drops it right down in. All right. Let's go ahead and do the same thing with the other 3, the other 3 clips that, or the other 2 clips that we shot. We'll drop that in, hit the plus to go back, and you can see the orange lines. That represents the video clip, or even the portion of the clip that you have currently used. And we'll drop in our last clip. And for this purpose, we're going to call that done as far as rough editing goes. Next, fine editing. Okay, so at this point, you've dropped in the rough clips that you want in the sequence that you want. And now we can go ahead and do some what I call fine editing. And what you want to do is you want to click on that right there and see once again the yellow bar comes up. But what I really want to show you is this stuff down here. These are the options that you have. The scissors is editing. You can still do some more fine editing at this point. The next one is a little speedometer, and what that's going to do is that shows you can speed up to give it like that Benny Hill kind of movement, or you can slow it down to do more of a slow-mo. And there's some other stuff in there that you can play around with. In this particular app, the iMovie app, I don't play with all of the features. There's a whole lot of features in this app. This is really a great little app. But so the other one, we have a sound app. You can make that particular clip louder, softer, whatever. That comes into play mostly in my skate videos when I'm filming guys skating, because those of you that watch skateboarding videos know that there's like a music, and then you can still hear the sound of the skateboard, the click clack, the snap of the ollies and stuff like that. And again, you can just play around with that. I will show you how to drop music in here in just a minute. Let's finish up with these down here at the bottom. Okay, right there, that is title sequences. And what you can do there is, right now it's on none, or you can do, if you look right there, you can do like a little corner title piece, and then they have various other title text here. Let's go ahead and use, there's various ones, but this is one of my favorites, the pop-up. I like the pop-up simply because I like the font of that, and I like the way it pops up, gives it a little fun thing to it. So what you want to do here, you don't want it to say title text here. You want it to say whatever it is you want in your videos. So touch on that, okay, and you can see that's highlighted and it brings up the keyboard. And what you want to do is you want to delete those words, and then you're going to put in whatever titles that you want. We're going to call this editing 101. Okay, can you see that? Editing 101. Hit done, and then some of these filmed right now. They're not going to be real long clips, just long enough to like show the editing process. That pops up there. That gives you your titles. You can put that on every single clip. You can don't have to have it anywhere, but that's a lot of the fun stuff there to play with. And the last but not least is this button right here. I don't use that a whole lot, but it just gives you lots of different filters to put on your video clips, a lot like Instagram filters. I don't use those a whole lot for purposes that I use it for. So let's go ahead and move on to adding some background music. All right, background music. I don't know what my wife has for background music on here, but let's go ahead and see what she's got. You hit your plus button again like you did before when you were adding videos, and you want to go back here. Go back one more time. That gives you some more options. Go down to where it says audio. And what that's going to do is that's going to show you there's some built-in sound effects and theme music, and it will also show you what music that you have downloaded on your phone. Let's click artists. clicking artists, my wife doesn't listen to a whole lot of music on her phone, so she only has U2 on there. So let's see what we got. Our choices are. It brings up song choices. You can see some of them are brighter. Those are the ones we have really have access to. Has a little download cloud. If there are songs on your phone that's not downloaded, you can download those to use if you'd like. But for this purpose, we're going to use whatever she has in existence here. I'm assuming that's a U2 song. I don't know. But you can see right there, when you find the clip that you want, you just hit use and it drops it right in to the video. Okay? If you click on the little green stripe, it gives you some options. Much like your video options, it gives you audio options to edit them. If you want to use just a portion of the song, you can play around with that. It gives you the speed option, again, to speed the song up, slow the song down. And it gives you the volume control option. Like I said before, I use that a lot in my skateboarding videos, and I will balance the sound between the audio of the audio track and the audio of the video track to get that perfect balance of music and skateboarding sounds. I don't really use that a whole lot during the weekly updates. Alright, there's a rough video clip of what I do. So you hit done, okay, and it's going to take you to that screen. And if you want, you can push play. Some of these filmed right now. They're not going to be real long clips, just long enough to like show the editing process and how that works. And it allows you to watch the video in full screen, just to get an idea of what it looks like when it's really big. And if you don't want to, if there's something you want to change, you can just hit the edit button and it brings you back to the editing screen to re-edit. I'd use that quite a bit because I'm not a professional at this sort of thing. But let's go ahead and click that right there. Alright, that will allow you to, you want to find that option there, save video, and what that will do is that will give you these options of the different, I use just the HD, and it downloads the video, your finished video, to your phone, to which at that point you can upload it to YouTube or send it to friends or whatever. Pretty fun, huh? And that, my friends, is the basics on how I create my YouTube videos, my skating videos, my weekly update videos, and I just wanted to share to kind of give you guys an idea of the power of these tiny little computers that rule our lives. Alright, well, if you watched this far, I want to thank you very much. If you have any other questions, I'll be more than happy to help you out if I can. Like I said, I'm not an expert on this thing. It's a lot of trial and error. I'm not gonna lie, and it can get frustrating at times, and it's just like anything else in life. You just got to use it, you got to practice it. So I hope this little instructional video has helped you all out. I thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I am going to drink some rum. Just a quick note, I didn't mention it in the other videos, but YouTube and Facebook both have bots or algorithms that recognizes mainstream music or licensed music. Keep that in mind when uploading to those two platforms, because if you upload a popular song like U2, like I used in the clip that I made here, it may or may not get you banned or your video removed from Facebook and or YouTube. So keep those in mind when editing your videos. But I'm gonna go ahead and take a shot right here with mine and see how it goes. I re-edited that final clip that I made. I brought the sound of the music a little bit lower and my voice in it a little higher, hoping that will sort of mask it from the algorithms or bots or whatever it is that they use. So just wanted to mention that. And here is the video that I made in this video. Some of these filmed right now. They're not going to be real long clips, just long enough to like show the editing process and how that works. I'll take a minute here to. Here's my fancy tripod. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 shoe boxes, some random small boxes, and the phone, which you are watching me on right now. So here's clip 2. Just doing that general arm's length selfie pose, just to give you an idea of what. Oh, what's that right there? Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and another one selfie pose, because like I said, this is just for instructional purposes, and you guys can get an idea of what's going on. And we're gonna go ahead and